Theatre Embassy is an international theatre organization. We work in the field of theatre and we provide capacity building programs for theatre groups, theatre artists or cultural organizations that have theatre in their curriculum in countries in Africa, Asia and Latin America. And our aim is that we give an impulse in the culture of a society, because we believe that culture is a very important aspect of a society, of the development of a human being, and actually it's part of the basis of civilization, of humankind. And we do that in different fields. We do that in folklore or autochthone dance theatre rituals. We do that in the use as theatre for education. We do it in development of theatre as an art. And we have another field that we have named, which is theatre parades or theatre processions, where theatre actually ritualizes the public space, and cultural management.
In 2010 we got the opportunity to develop the Global Theatre Connection program, which is supported by PSO. That's a Dutch knowledge center for developing organizations. And they gave us the opportunity to do a research into our own method of working.
And it consists of a publication of cultural management where cases are described from the 3 different continents on what you find when you work in cultural projects. And the other part is that we make a visual document on how it is to be in a big Theatre Embassy program, where we make a theatre project, but where the project in itself is a cooking pot where you learn all kind of skills. So when you're out of the project, you can implement them again in your work as a theatre artist. I believe that when you start a project, you start from zero. Zero in the sense that you don't come with a theater play or with some outlines of what you already think that you're going to make. But what you come with is with material that inspires you for the project. So it can be film, can be magazines, can be photos, artwork, sound, music, textures. So the people that are sent abroad are asked, please, make a collection of things that inspire you and that you would like to show and share with your colleagues abroad. And we also ask that for the local people, so that they also prepare a workshop or a show for the Dutch people or the non-Sudanese, Bhutanese or Ecuadorian people. So in this first part you get to know each other. Not only where you come from, but also what are your skills. So you very quickly know, oh, I can work with him or this and that, or this inspires me, la la la.
My task in the project is most of the time before the project starts to make all the agreements with the partner organizations, to make sure that we have the same expectations, that we know what the budget is, what we can organize, who's going to work with us. The Global Theatre Connection program also includes the so-called crossover postings, which means that people from originally from Latin America or Africa or Asia can go temporarily back to the region where they come from, but nowadays they do live in the Netherlands, and most of the time they had their education in the Netherlands.
I did all the pre-production in the way of communication with the local organization. Sometimes I translate pieces of the project for them. I start the communication, like making phone calls, writing emails. I went first also to Ecuador just to prepare the production part. Very interesting working methodology of Theatre Embassy is that they like to work with multifaceted team. So you are able to build, you can act if necessary. You are able to give workshops, solving problems in the process.
Because they become very valuable players in our projects, because they can really make the connection between the two cultures we are working with.
It is very important to be open and to speak the language of the country and speak the Dutch language or English language to communicate with these people, but also to communicate with the community inside Sudan of the country, because I was in Sudan, I come from Sudan, inside Sudan. It's very important skills. And then you have also the skills about financial, also artistic. You have also to think about the project, the needs of the project, of the people, of the content, about many things you have to think about it.
The syllabus comes together by we taking a theme. Around this theme we start thinking of other ideas around this theme and find some images, find some way of working, find disciplines, find knowledge, and it all comes together around one theme. In front of the syllabus you can't tell, I want the syllabus to be like this. No, it is a process, and the syllabus comes together just as the performance comes together also. It asks another way of collecting ideas. It is in the image, it is in the dynamics of a culture or a dynamic of the group. It is very associative. It's also very easy to exchange these ideas because you can show it. And that is a different way of communication, and that is why I wouldn't miss it.
In the research part of the process, we focus on getting inspiration and information to understand the local context of the culture. We learn about the city, the cultural habits and the tradition, and focus on a contemporary topic. We visit places with the whole group that inspire the team, like a museum or famous local artists, historical sites that have a significance and a relevance to the project. We also invite local experts to give lectures on the topic in different fields. And all these impressions guide the road of the creative process.
Since we are making a theater of images and not storytelling theaters, so we are going to build images for the audience to make their own perceptions about such images. So could you be able to control what images they are going to be transferred to the audiences or not? If you are an artist, you might think that, yes, I built the right image. But the audience can interpret that, yes, you're telling us another sort of images. So something concerned religion in the East is something sensitive. So you cannot control, because we have a different perceptions for one religion.
Trabajadores de la industria y miembros de las Fuerzas Armadas, cuando hay traicionado una vez, pueden traicionar otra. La mejor manera de atarlos es cargarlos de culpabilidad, ensangrentarlos, comprometerlos lo más posible. Así habrán contraído con sus jefes el vínculo de la complicidad y no podrán volverse nunca atrás. Esta manera de actuar es conocida en las asociaciones criminales de todos los tiempos y lugares y siempre practicada por la mafia, ¿sí? Y es esta mafia que se crea en la zona es la que se encarga de robar tuberías a las empresas, de ocasionar derrames para que después les den las concesiones petroleras, de limpieza, la de denunciar a campesinos y criminalizarlos ante los militares, y la de traficar con los desechos de gasolina blanca como precursores para la cocaína. ¿Y qué pasa con los campesinos y con los indígenas? La estrategia es empobrecerlos. Cuanto más pobre es la gente, más dependiente la hago de mis dádivas. Por eso es importante la construcción de la pobreza y la construcción del miedo. ¿Sí ven? Nos va quedando asquerosamente claro.
It is in this period of time that the project leaders start to give small tasks. We call this twinning direction, where the director from the local group works side by side with the director from Theatre Embassy. And then you learn to work in small mixed teams with people from different disciplines. In the first weeks it's open and free. We give tasks to let people present their dream performance, and you can freak out and be a little child again. And then we begin to narrow the tasks towards the topic of the project, but we still mix all the disciplines. This can be very difficult, because a lot of new ideas and working possibilities with theatre come to your mind. The twinning directors narrow it more and more and formulate sharper the theme of the play. We start to develop materials for the performance in all kinds of aspects, like sound and building, costumes, location, puppetry, image, dancing, music. Everything is possible.
Se ha acabado el agua, señor. Las raciones también. ¡No importa! ¡Traigan más vitualla! Acá se mueren de hambre. Se mueren de hambre la gente, señor. No puede ser posible, señor. La gente se muere de hambre. ¡La tierra!
قام قال له اسمع يا حمار، اسمع علينا، احنا هنمشي المدينه، ده مشوار طويل، تقدر عليه؟ يا زول خلاص جدا. وبدا رحلته للمدينه، مشوار طويل جدا. انا
My options were not so clear sometimes. By example, we had this issue about light. We wanted to have light, and many people told me, yes, we have lights, but it went very slow, and so at a certain moment I put pressure on this. And I didn't mind to get the answer no, but then I could make my second choice. But there never came a no, but we ended up without light. And I've wanted that Tervis was supporting me, but he was in this in-between position, so I felt lonely on that certain moment and frustrated by the process. So that was a complicated moment. And it is also nobody to blame. It is the pressure of having to finish in a certain time a big project.
One of the most strong moments was when we were in one of these villages, and then at night we start to listen. The people were shooting in the Colombian part.
Pues bueno, que tengan cuidado para venirse, porque es que la camioneta sigue dando vueltas por ahí y la Andre escuchó balazos del otro lado, ¿cachas?
They stop in front of our house and they start to shout to us, and then I really feel responsible for it, and also to try to calm down the situation because it was very, very extreme.
O sea, sabemos que estamos en dónde estamos, o sea, por eso yo les decía en la comunidad pasada, no vinimos a jugar de aventura ni de camping, o sea, no.
Igual entendemos que la tensión es fuerte y que mucha gente está un poco asustada y todo, pero tampoco vamos a ponerlos en riesgo, o sea, si hay que tomar decisiones fuertes y salir, se sale, pero esperemos a mañana, calmémonos y...
Lo que pasa es que hay cosas que te hacen sospechar, ¿no? Porque estuvimos hablando con la policía y ellos dicen que revisaron el carro y solo encontraron una arma casera pequeña. Yo los vi, uno llevaba una 9 milímetros en su mano y habían adentro que llevaban otras, entonces sí andaban armados.
And in between, you always have evaluations. And that is to avoid strong tensions in the group. Because I've learned that if you go on in the Dutch way, like vroom, till the end, then people don't have the ability to talk about what is difficult for them. And foreign people cannot understand it can be so much and so deep and so heavy and so, so everything. So there are evaluations, first few weeks, and then in the middle, and also at the end.
O sea, estoy llena de emociones cada día porque veo que el equipo, o sea, cuenta con herramientas y estamos todos aprendiendo nuevas cosas. También nos vamos a enfrentar a nuevos retos, que es aprender a darle uso a esas herramientas y realmente que sean útiles para la corporación, que vamos a ser menos dependientes de tercerizar nuestros procesos, sino que vamos a ser nosotros constructores aparte de creadores y de actores, o sea, son nuevos retos para la corporación, nuevos retos para el grupo.
And Yasu was saying, I felt like a puppet yesterday, and I understand this feeling very well because I feel this a lot too when I'm directed. But sometimes you feel like a puppet because yesterday was important to see the location and it took a very long time, but it's also good to feel this. If you feel like I feel like a puppet, work against it and give positive energy to it, or come to Casper and say I want to do this or I want to do that, because it's your performance. You're gonna perform it, so you have to be enthusiastic about it. It's your performance. It's your scene. So take care of your scene. Love it.
At the end, the artistic direction, together with the team, composed the final performance in a drawn storyboard. We put it on the wall and discuss it in order to bring it to a higher level. It's a democratic way where the role of each one becomes more and more clear, and we finish building the last details for the performance.
3 mensen of 3 mannen, ze zijn heel grote mannen, stevig mannen, gewoon hilarisch, komiek. Wat gaan ze doen? Zij gaan filmen. Ze hebben een idee of een camera die zit op het licht van de tuk-tuk voorin en een camera binnen. Hebben ze heel veel bedacht met de scène reactie. Dit is de 4e scène over de liefde scène.
Entonces, primero él va en contra del torre y se cae un poco y Chuti va a estar agarrado al torre, y ahí viene la coreografía que han hecho con Caroline, bueno, y la gente sale igual con el monstruo del canal. De ahí aparece la diosa y le hacen caer más hasta que se muere.
Ahora mismo nosotros estamos llevando a cabo con Theatre Embassy el proyecto Enlace, que es donde nosotros estamos haciendo el montaje de un performance y donde la temática central es extinción.
Pandayumi, Happy Pandayumi, Hawengi Kondabi, Hawengi Kondabi, Aina Kondabi, Hawengi Kondabi, Hawengi Kondabi, Hoinai Dandi Bomi, Hoinai Dandi Bomi, Hoinai Dandi Bomi, Dani Bobi, Hoen Potiwe Kumi, Hoen Potiwe Kumi, Hoen Potiwe Kumi, Hoen Potiwe Kumi, Hoen Potiwe Kumi.
My Totu, my Boshe, my Boshe, my Boshe, my Boshe, my Totu, my Totu, es fora, my Totu, my Totu, my Totu.
Una obra bastante interesante. Y bueno, aparte de todo el mensaje de cómo es el cuidado de lo que está pasando con el planeta, de alguna manera lo relacioné con eso, el cuidado de la naturaleza. la posibilidad de que la propia naturaleza se regenere, bien significativo.
Hay un líder que quiere gobernar a todos los de abajo, pero este líder fue derrotado por el pueblo, ya que el pueblo se preparó, se unieron y como dicen, la unión hace la fuerza y le derrocaron al gobernante. Eso es lo que...
De todas maneras, pues gratuito para la gente que no tiene mayormente la oportunidad de presenciar algo de este nivel, ¿no? Así que les felicito, muy lindísimo, me encantó.
Nivel personal, en tu nivel de profesión, en tu nivel de grupo de teatro, en tu nivel de organización o de vida, porque lo considero como otra cosa, y en el nivel de público. Esos son los 5 niveles. Hot, sun, dusty, women are also dusty. So I try to make, I just associate all the things that come up into me. But now you do it for the process of this project.
I learned change from my culture, changing this, and renewing, renewing, yes, and culture shift. Many audience tell me this is a nice performance and new performance for Sudan, and this is a different way from normal theater, different way. For me also.
In this workshop there is a lot of workshop. Inside the workshop there is a lot of workshop. Patience. In this workshop I learn patience.
Why?
First time this workshop take a lot of time.
Yes.
And this workshop also, between this conference, I learn patience.
I learned in this workshop a new way to build drama, from conceptual, from pictures, from many ideas, with many people.
Y de manera estructural veo que lo que hemos hecho es idear, plasmar, estructurar, dinamizar, realizar, sistematizar y hacer posible oportunidades, encuentros, estabilidad, trabajo, crecimiento profesional y un enlace entre lo rural, lo urbano.
O sea, a partir de este proyecto me queda la inquietud de que necesitamos organizarnos mejor administrativamente porque somos muy caóticos todavía. Para mí el público en realidad no está fuera de mí, siento que es una parte mía también, que está conectado conmigo y es parte de todo. Es quizás que no logro verlo todavía como un espectador que está afuera, sino que está dentro también.
Yo creo que de alguna manera Teatro Embassy nos da la oportunidad, como para lo que también decía Dani, de tener la plata y hacer algo que es muy raro realmente, que es el sueño de casi todo artista, que dice, bueno, quisiera tener plata para hacer una propuesta real, y eso siempre lo digo porque es cierto, o sea, es bien difícil para nosotros como latinoamericanos conseguir plata para hacer un proceso artístico, puro, puro, yo sé, crear de la nada y darle de ahí para adelante. Tal vez Teatro Embassy sea el candado que nos ayude a linkarnos más, a comunicarnos, a conocernos un poco más, compartir sur-centro, centro-sur, Sudamérica.